New York City, a place where history meets modern ambition. Its architecture tells the story of centuries, from colonial beginnings to today's iconic skyscrapers. So let's explore how New York's architecture evolved over time and what makes it so unique. Our story begins in the 1600s. Before towering steel and glass structures dominated the skyline, New York was a small village known as New Amsterdam. In 1624, Dutch settlers established a trading post here. The colony prospered, leading to expansion and the need for housing. Since there were no standardized building plans, each house had its own unique design. However, they shared common characteristics, such as being built from locally available red brick and featuring gable roofs, style commonly found in the Netherlands. These houses may have been modest in size, but they laid the foundation for what would become one of the most densely populated cities in the world. Walking down the streets of Lower Manhattan, you might come across tiny parks tucked away between towering skyscrapers. These pocket parks might seem like peaceful oases in the bustling city, but they also hold clues to New York's architectural origins. Take, for example, the small park named after Peter Stuyvesant, the last Dutch governor of New Amsterdam. The park sits on the former location of Stuyvesant's mansion, which he built in 1642 when the area was still a part of the Dutch West India Company's colony. The mansion, like many others, was constructed from brick, a material that became a defining feature of early colonial architecture in New York. The choice of brick was practical, given the abundance of clay in the region, which could be molded into sturdy blocks for construction. But it was also symbolic of the Dutch influence on the city's early development. Today, visitors can explore the remnants of the mansion's foundation, now preserved within the park, providing a tangible link to the city's Dutch colonial past. This connection to the past isn't limited to grand estates like Stuyvesant's. Throughout Lower Manhattan, you'll find rows of charming brownstone houses. These homes were built during the 18th and 19th centuries, reflecting both the colonial and post-colonial periods in New York's history. The use of brownstone, a type of sandstone quarried in nearby New Jersey, became popular during the Victorian era, and these homes showcase the craftsmanship of the time. As you wander through neighborhoods like Greenwich Village or Brooklyn Heights, you'll notice intricate details carved into the stone, from floral patterns to geometric designs. Each home tells a story of a bygone era and serves as a reminder of the evolution of architecture and urban development in New York City. One of the most significant architectural landmarks from this period is Trinity Church, originally built in 1698. Designed by architect William Pepper, Trinity Church is an outstanding example of early colonial architecture in New York. The church's exterior reflects the Georgian style popular in the late 17th and 18th centuries, with its symmetrical facade and simple yet elegant design. The interior of the church features stunning woodwork and a pipe organ that dates back to 1728. It's believed to be the oldest functioning pipe organ in the Western Hemisphere. As we move into the 1800s, New York was becoming a major city, attracting immigrants from all over the world and establishing itself as a hub for trade and finance. During this period, the Five Points neighborhood was one of the most densely populated areas in the city, housing a diverse mix of people from different cultures. The cramped conditions and lack of proper sanitation led to the spread of diseases, and the area gained a reputation for poverty and crime. To address these issues and improve the quality of life for residents, a plan was developed to create a large park in the heart of Manhattan. After several years of planning and construction, Central Park opened in 1857. Transforming the neighborhood and setting a new standard for urban park design, the park's designers, Andrew Jackson, Downing, and Calvert Vaux, created a landscape that blended natural beauty with urban functionality. Central Park wasn't just a place for recreation, it was a solution to the problems of overcrowding and poor living conditions in the Five Points and other parts of the city. By providing a green space where people could relax and connect with nature, it offered a respite from the congestion and pollution of city life. But New York's transformation didn't stop there. The construction of the Brooklyn Bridge in 1883 was another landmark achievement that connected Manhattan and Brooklyn, facilitating trade and travel. These developments, along with ongoing efforts to improve housing conditions and infrastructure, laid the groundwork for New York's emergence as a modern metropolis. Moving further into the 1800s, New York saw the rise of new architectural styles, particularly in its commercial and institutional buildings. The Manhattan skyline began to fill up with the ornate facades and grand entrances of Beaux-Arts-style structures, exemplified by the New York Public Library. Meanwhile, religious buildings like Trinity Church reflected the Gothic Revival style. Characterized by pointed arches and intricate stonework, these architectural trends not only reflected the city's growth, but also its cultural diversity and the aspirations of its residents. Now let's talk about the defining feature of New York's architecture: the skyscraper. The first skyscraper emerged in Chicago in 1885, but it was in New York where the concept truly took off. The invention of the elevator and the use of steel frames allowed architects to push the boundaries of vertical construction. One of the earliest examples of this innovation is the World Building, completed in 1899, standing at 12 stories tall. It was one of the tallest buildings in the world at the time. The trend continued with the Singer Building, completed in 1908, followed by the Woolworth Building in 1913, nicknamed the Cathedral of Commerce. The Woolworth Building stood at 792 feet, making it the tallest building in the world at the time. Its neo-Gothic design and ornate interiors symbolized the ambition and wealth generated by American capitalism. Then came the Empire State Building, completed in 1931. This Art Deco masterpiece soared to a height of 1,244 feet, boasting 102 floors. At the time of its construction, it was the tallest building in the world. The Empire State Building became a cultural icon of New York City and a symbol of American power and ambition. Its observation deck offered breathtaking views of the city, attracting tourists and photographers alike. During World War II, anti-aircraft guns were installed at its top to defend against potential air raids, though they were never used in combat. Over the years, the Empire State Building has endured various challenges, including electrical fires and near misses from falling planes. Yet it remains a testament to the engineering and architectural brilliance of its creators. The mid-20th century brought new influences to New York's architecture. After World War II, the city embraced modernism, evident in the construction of the Seagram Building in 1958. This glass and steel skyscraper changed the way skyscrapers were designed, emphasizing form and function and incorporating curtain walls instead of traditional load-bearing elements. The United Nations headquarters, completed in 1952, is another iconic example of mid-century modern architecture in New York, designed by architect Oscar Niemeyer. The building's sweeping curves and monumental staircase symbolize the ideals of international cooperation and diplomacy. The headquarters complex consists of several interconnected structures, including the Secretariat, General Assembly Hall, and the lobby, all connected by a network of underground tunnels. The General Assembly Hall, in particular, is a remarkable feat of engineering. It's featuring a 170-foot-long, unsupported concrete shell that can accommodate up to 527 delegates and observers. As we approach the 21st century, New York's skyline continued to evolve. The original World Trade Center, a symbol of American strength, was tragically destroyed in the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. In its place, a new World Trade Center complex was built, including the One World Trade Center, the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. Opened in 2014, One World Trade Center stands at 1,776 feet, symbolizing freedom and rebirth. Its observation deck, known as the Edge, offers panoramic views of the city. More recently, New York has seen the addition of innovative structures like the Vessel, a honeycomb-shaped structure in the Hudson Yards neighborhood, completed in 2019, designed by Thomas Heatherwick. The Vessel consists of 154 flights of stairs and 80 landings, offering visitors a unique way to experience the city. Today, New York's architecture continues to evolve, balancing preservation with innovation. The city's architectural heritage is protected through various landmarks and historical societies, ensuring that its iconic structures remain for future generations to admire. The newly renovated Penn Station, for instance, preserves the historic Beaux-Arts style while integrating modern amenities. Meanwhile, new developments like the Hudson Yards continue to push the boundaries of urban development and sustainability. New York's architecture isn't just about buildings. It's about people, dreams, and the endless push to the sky. From colonial churches to glass giants, each structure tells a story of New York's journey through time. So if you ever visit New York, take a moment to appreciate the architectural gems that make this city so special. Whether you're standing in the shadow of the Empire State Building or exploring the cozy streets of Greenwich Village, you're walking through a living museum of architectural history. New York will always be the city of architecture. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more history and architecture stories. See you next time.